Welcome to Transportation Thursday. I'm Chris Herman. I work on transportation and trade related issues for you here at the Washington Public Ports Association. I'm here today to tell you about the details surrounding the brand new Move Ahead transportation package. Now, the package is a 16-year, $16.8 billion package. Now, I'm here today to tell you some of the details around the package, what the Ports Association is doing in advocacy around this legislation, and give you a few pointers for yourself in case you'd like to weigh in or have a particular project that you're interested in. There are 5 new revenue components that make up Move Ahead. The first is a result of the passage of the Climate Commitment Act last legislative session. The second is a result of the passage of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act in DC last fall, and that brings about $3.4 billion in additional revenue. There's a one-time transfer from the state's general fund that provides $2 billion, and the proposal also looks to use about $1 billion in previously authorized bonding authority. Now, the final revenue component is a myriad of different fees, and the largest brings in about $2 billion in additional revenue. However, it's a bit controversial, and it would be a fee on the export of fuels refined in the state of Washington, but ultimately consumed in other states, predominantly our neighbors, Oregon, Idaho, and Alaska. There's an increase in the aviation fuel tax of 7 cents. The tax goes from 11 cents per gallon to 18 cents per gallon, and that's estimated to raise about $25 million. But the biggest investment in roadways is $3 billion that's dedicated to maintenance and preservation. Now, our concerns with this funding is it's restricted to the state system. So local cities and counties don't have access to this $3 billion. And in fact, there isn't any increase in funding for CRAB, for the County Road Administration Board, or for TIB's Transportation Improvement Board's maintenance and preservation programs. What's also missing in Move Ahead Washington is additional funding for the Freight Mobility Strategic Investment Board. Obviously, for ports, continued freight funding is incredibly important to meeting our mission and our goals. But one of the key strategic reasons for funding FMCIB is because it allows port districts additional funding and the ability to pursue and leverage those state funds for federal funding, including the over $100 million in competitive grant program funds that are available through the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Ports and local governments have been incredibly successful in pursuing that federal funding over the years, and for little to no additional funding to be available for those types of projects is a real challenge. We'd like to see even a modest small amount to be available for additional funding into those programs going forward. Now, what can your port do? Well, the Senate Transportation Bill 5974 is currently up for a public hearing tomorrow, Friday morning at 8 a.m. It's also a great time for your port to reach out to your own legislators. Tell them what you think of Move Ahead Washington, and make sure to inquire about any projects that are important to you, and make sure they know that those investments are valuable and matter to your port. Move Ahead Washington provides a great opportunity for port districts, and it's a great opportunity for you to become involved. But we also want to hear from you. What do you like about the bill? How could it be improved? Your feedback to us helps us to more accurately and adequately work on your behalf to get the funding that's important to ports. Thanks for the opportunity, and I look forward to continuing to work with you on additional transportation funding this session. Goodbye.